Hello guys, this is Seeker. I'd like to welcome you to my channel, and I'd like to welcome you also to a new series where I will be talking and covering some history facts about airplanes. Let's start with the American nation, with the reserve planes. When you first start the game, you can play 3 Peashooters. The Peashooter plane is one of the first American all-metal production. It was used as a parachute monoplane by the United States Army Air Corps. It was designed and built by Boeing. The prototype first flew in 1932, and the type was still used by the US Army Air Corps as late as 1941 in the Philippines. One of the facts that's quite interesting is that 12 export versions were made, 11 for China, 1 for Spain. One of the group of the Peashooters was also turned over to the Philippine Army late in 1941. And it was among the very first Allied fighters to successfully shoot down a Japanese airplane in World War II. First flight was on March 20th, 1932. The model that flown was the 248 model. What's interesting is that the Peashooter came in different versions, one of which had 2 Browning 7.7 machine guns, and one of which was armed with the 12.7 Browning machine gun. As you can see, the ammo count on the Peashooter is sufficient for those reserve dogfights. Very fun plane to fly. I'd like to show you some of the gameplay later on, where I'm taking this Peashooter for a spin. The project was founded by Boeing in September 1931, and the Army Air Corps supplied the engines and the instruments. The design included an open cockpit, fixed landing gear, and externally braced wings, and was also last of such designs produced by the US Army Air Corps as a fighter aircraft. The first Boeing P26 to experience a major combat operation was the Chinese model, actually, on August 15th, 1937. 8 Peashooters from the Chinese Air Force engaged the medium bombers, the Mitsubishi G3M of the Japanese. The Chinese Boeing fighters helped to shoot down 2 of the 4 Japanese bombers destroyed that day without suffering any losses. And as I said before, the Peashooter stayed in service until 1941. Thanks a lot, and let's go over to the gameplay.